Hi guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit the like button, also subscribe to my channel. In this video, we will talk about 2023 Bentley Continental GTS review. So make sure to watch the full video. Overview. What is it? There's a key point in Bentley's timeline that we can call BC, before Continental. So vital was the first Continental GT, not only for sales but setting a template and tone for the whole brand, that you could easily argue that were it not for the two-door coupe, Bentley might very well not be with us today. Certainly not with anything like the swagger with which it's leading the luxury car segment into a whole new era. Few brands talk as loudly about sustainability, diversity and all that other good stuff as well as Bentley. And it's all the more believable with a convincing core model to underpin it all. The most successful luxury car of modern times? Quite probably. It's now several years into its third generation and continues to be the focal point for the whole brand, embodying what a Bentley is, while the Bentayga SUV makes the big bucks elsewhere in the range and hand-built specials like the Bicolor and Biture work Instagram into a lather. Trim levels and special editions have broadened the range since its 2018 launch. S and Speed versions cover performance, while Azure and Mulliner iterations are all about the poshness. It looks good, no? It's a handsome thing, the latest Conti GT, especially in profile, where the front wheels have been shifted forward to improve the weight distribution and drop the engine lower and further back in the chassis. In fact, 55% of the weight still sits on those front wheels, but there's less of it than before. The body alone is 80 kilograms lighter than its predecessors, helping the new Conti GT weigh only 2.2 tons. But Bentley has made no secret of the fact that a heavy curb weight actually helps deliver the road-crushing stability and momentum that characterizes the way its cars drive. They're knowingly hefty things. I'm guessing there's tech on hand to help. Powerful 48V electrics which debuted on the Bentayga are used, among other things, to manage the suspension, with actuators on front and rear anti-roll bars combating body roll. The set 40 to 60 power split is now fully variable and 100% of torque goes to the rear wheels, as often as possible to the benefit of fuel efficiency and emissions. There are two engines to choose from, both powering all four wheels through an 8-speed gearbox and, should you feel like behaving uncouthly, via a launch control system. Cheapest is the V8, a 4.0-liter twin-turbo offering up 542 bhp, 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4.0 seconds and a 198 miles per hour top speed. It nominates itself as the sportiest choice by virtue of its roadier soundtrack and reduction of weight over the front axle. But above that sits the big boy 6.0-liter W12 engine, one that's about to be retired completely. It's carried over from the old Conti GT. Indeed, it helped launch the car in 2003, albeit now modified enough for Bentley to declare it the most advanced 12-cylinder engine in the world. It features cylinder shut-off under light loads, while also producing 626 bhp and a thumping 664 pound-feet of torque. From 1,350 revolutions per minute right through to 4,500 revolutions per minute. Performance is better. 0 to 62 miles per hour takes 3.7 seconds and its top speed is 207 miles per hour. It's retiring? Better stick an order in now if you want one of the last W12s to grace any VW group car. There aren't many left and the newly spare factory hands and build slots will almost certainly be redeployed on a hybrid version. The best way to wave a wistful ta-ta is with an upgrade past £200,000 and into the arms of the Continental GT Speed. This model has existed in the Conti's previous life, and it served up, no surprise, a bit more briskness. Only now Bentley's given it a whole character of its own. The addition of four-wheel steering, a new electronic limited slip differential and a much greater rear torque bias for the AWD system make this the sportiest, and supposedly driftiest, GT yet. Across all GTs you get full matrix LED lights, a 12.3 inches central touchscreen, Wi-Fi, head-up display, night vision, a 650W stereo and 21 inches wheels. Pricing starts at around £150,000, putting this in direct competition with the likes of the Aston Martin DB11, Ferrari Roma and Porsche 911 Turbo. What's the verdict? It's night and day better than the old one, and does the GT thing better than any rival. Bentley has given customers what they demanded: a more athletic, sporting, rapid, capable Continental GT. In the areas owners obviously care most about, performance and handling, it's night and day better than the original. The 48V electronics, longer wheelbase and air suspension have brought crispness to the dynamics and allowed the car to cope admirably with the huge increase in straight-line performance. Comfort and relaxation may have slipped perhaps 5%, but dynamism is up 50%. And most importantly, that ability and behavior suits the Bentley Continental GT well. It has plentiful rivals in the weirdly busy GT car sector, so much for a cost of living crisis, but not one of them swallows distance with the charming swagger of a Bentley. Without wishing to prejudge any car that crosses the PH threshold, we were ready to turn our noses up at the new S variant of the Continental GT on spec. Not because it would be bad, you understand. The current generation of GT has already earned a hallowed place in the Bentley Hall of Fame, but because it couldn't hope to live up to the memory of its predecessor. The last V8 to wear its maker's favorite consonant was a pumped-up, hunkered-down heartbreaker of a thing. As close to a muscle car as crew allowed the GT to get without attaching silly motorsport parts to it. The latest one, in stark contrast, is mostly just a trim pack. Big whoop. But there are no flies on Bentley, it knows what we like. The test car it dispatched is testament enough to that fact. No hot-blooded fare could stand in the presence of its verdant paintwork and new 22-inch pale satin Brodgar wheels and not inwardly applaud the combination. Or outwardly remark on it to anyone in earshot, for that matter. The GT is already probably the best-looking car Bentley has ever produced. This particular S, clad in standard blackline specification, and with the optional panoramic glass roof, might be the finest example of it we've yet seen in the flesh. The interior, duo-toned and walnut-clad and precision-stitched, is aging like Napoleon brandy. Then there's the way it sounds. It's still not precisely clear if the newly installed sports exhaust is the same one that previously languished on the GT option list, although it hardly matters. The point is it's here now, and, as promised, it amplifies the crossplane V8 beat. Which is to say that the engine sound that Bentley previously preferred to keep under a bushel has now been lustily emphasized. This you will notice. It starts up with a roar and settles into the fluttering, insistent idle of a powerboat. Every notable prod of the throttle awakens the exhaust valves and presumably some of the Bang & Olufsen speakers, too. Specification: Bentley Continental GTS. Engine: 3,996 cc, twin-turbo V8, petrol. Transmission: 8-speed dual-clutch, 4-wheel drive. Power: HP, 550 at 6,000 revolutions per minute. Torque: lb Fort, 568 pound-feet at 2,000 to 4,500 revolutions per minute. 0 to 60 miles per hour, 3.9 secs. Top speed: 198 miles per hour. Weight: 2,165 kilograms, EU unladen. MPG: 23.3. Co 2 to 275 gram per kilometer. Price: £198,000. Touring specification £6,610. Bang & Olufsen audio system £5,280. Bentley rotating display £4,965. Panoramic glass roof £3,280. Front seat comfort specification £3,275. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.